Hey, Susanna, how's it going? It's so dark today, so I'm trying to get this lit before I do the pour. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I don't know how well that's going to work. I think that's our best bet there. You really can't see much, but sometimes it be like that. It's difficult kind of balancing the idea of getting it well lit but not having a glare to it. Because you can see that light that's going to glare really bad. So we can't be doing that. We're going to lift this up a little. I think that's pretty good. You can kind of see that. All right, cool. We got the lighting figured out as best we can, I think. So let's get this mixture poured out, figured out. Where did my popsicles go? There we are. Alrighty. I'm gonna test something. Hold on. We might have just figured out a better lighting situation. Slightly. Kind of. Better than what it was, I think. Today our fill is going to consist of a sage green. I'm knitting a scarf for the winter, but I stopped to come and watch this. Oh, well, thank you. Much appreciated. Like I said, we're going to be doing a mixture of alizarin crimson and sage green for the fill. And then for the eyes, we've got sky blue. So it's going to be real interesting to see how these end up looking. I'm currently mixing up the sage and crimson. Here we go. Alright, we swirl this sucker around. Oh yeah, this is going to look really cool. Okay, here we go. We got 7 viewers ready for this one. Check out these colors together. I don't particularly love when it does that because I prefer the nice smooth movement, but as long as there's not spillover, or at least too much spillover, I'm happy. we might already need to do a second pour. So I don't see much in the way of movement. So we're just going to add a little bit more to start. Really trying to convince this paint to move. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see, one of those holes already filled up, rock on. How's that second one looking? Do we think that's moving? Well, it feels like it's gone quickly and yet also not. If that makes sense. It's definitely a bit of a mixture there. Alright, I do believe the paint has stopped moving, so we're going to have to go ahead and give it a second pour. That's not enough. I will be very shocked. That really started to spread. I thought that was going to push it harder. Come on now. Man, that side of the alien head just does not like to get filled up. There's got to be just enough of a bump or something that keeps that from filling in as easily as the rest of it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit more in there. Trying to avoid putting it directly in the gap of the paint. That is wild. Now that section is just determined to not fill in. It does have me a little worried about adding more because I think it's going to spill into the eyes too much. Put a little bit more on there. I'm just going to do a regular pour. I'm not going to move it at all. I'm just going to let it slowly pour out. I am very nervous about it spilling into the eyes. that section is just not filling up at all. You can see the paint definitely shifts to the opposite side. So I'm not sure what's going on, why it won't spread evenly. I really think if I add too much more, it's spilling into those eyes no problem, without ever actually filling up the hole that we need it to fill. I think I might have to end up just going directly into it, because I don't see that paint moving at all. Try one more. Attempt at letting this do itself. You can see the paint, even though I'm pouring it right next to the hole, it's pushing to the other side of the alien instead of spreading evenly. I wonder what's making it do that. Interesting. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt the canvas just a little bit, because I would like to avoid using a toothpick if I can. Yeah, no, the layers are definitely pooling to one side. I'm just wondering why they're choosing to pool to one side instead of it spreading a little more evenly. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Oh, I love that. So we're going to fill in the eyes with a sky blue. And we're going to hope that there's no cross-contamination. That eye just sort of fill itself in. Oh, you cannot tell me that that's not moving either. Wow, the paint really wants to be difficult today, doesn't it? Go ahead and push a little bit more in there. That should do the trick. There we are. And I can already see the paint crossing over. So we are definitely going to have some more spillage today, one way or another. I don't know if the eye is going to go into the face or if the face is going to go into the eye, but, well, we'll find out. once this, probably about 20 minutes or so. I think that's moving. I believe that is moving. I think that's going to close up on its own. I see some bubbles, so I'm going to hit it with a heat gun, and that might actually also help to coax the paint together. There we go, got rid of those bubbles. Still seeing a little bit of movement, just enough that I trust it will fill itself in. Hello there, the koala. We are hoping that this light blue eye closes in on itself, and I don't have to pour more blue into it. Unfortunately, I do believe I'm going to have to. So we'll go ahead and very carefully put another drop next to it, and hope that works. Oh, it's so close. Come on. It would be so satisfying to not have to do another pour for that eye. That's definitely getting smaller, right? Slow but steady. Let's go already. Can't believe it, but I feel like it has now stopped moving with just that short amount left to go. But I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to pull this into the editing and realize it was still moving. I could take a toothpick, but I prefer not to. I'm trying to... I find it more satisfying when paint just sort of does it on its own. That's what we're hoping for. I think I'm just gonna put... I think I have to put another drip. I can't tell if it is breaking that surface tension or not. I do believe it's moving. Oh, I'm very apprehensive to put more in, but oh, do I want it to fill in already? Alright, we have to. We gotta put just one dot. That should do the trick. Here we go. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, y'all are seeing this, right? That little indentation is still there. Come on. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we can start kind of flattening out, evening out. Okay. Whew. That was weirdly intense. Alright, let's go with the other eye. Now this one has been kind of losing its shape. So I'm trying to fix that. But the process has not been simple. And so I may have to sort of completely restart this eye. As you can see, my latest attempt at fixing it kind of made it even wonkier. But I believe this one looks to be closing up a little bit easier than the last. Nope, that definitely needs a little bit more of a pour. See how well that does. This light blue just does not like to spread now, does it? One thing I find interesting about the ready-to-pour paints is that while they're all made by the same company, they all seem to have a different consistency. You know, like the metallic ones, I think, expectedly, they don't spread as much. And it's interesting to see that the blue, the light blue, the sky blue, is having such difficulty. We're going to go ahead and put a little more dot in there. Is it dot? I'm not sure. Oh, no, hold on. Holding my horses. I believe this may actually still be moving. bubbles. Ah, yes, there are some air bubbles, aren't there? Let's go ahead and hit that with the heat gun. I got rid of most of them. You don't want to apply it for too long because it will dry the paint, and then we'll basically stand zero chance of this thing collapsing in on itself. I do believe we are going to need another. We'll do 3 drops. Oh no, I think a 4th is coming. There we go. Yeah, I just keep layering more paint every single day. While I'm having my breakfast, I'll typically refresh the borders so that by the time I'm ready to do this, they're nice and dry. But yeah, we are just stacking paint on top of paint on top of paint. I want to see how high I can get this thing to climb, basically. We're gonna put another drop, but this one on this side. Oh, I believe that may just do the trick. So the colors that I'm currently using are whatever are being requested in the 108 square challenge, because I have to mix a lot of acrylics with a pour paint medium, and I kind of always end up with a little bit of extra, and for a while I was making little smiley faces out of the extra paint, but then I decided I wanted to do a tall alien. I wanted to see how tall I can make one. So all of this currently is either leftover paint or with like the sky blue that I'm using. It's already a pre-mixture, and so it's ready to pour to do this type of thing with. Excuse me. But these are currently, other people have requested the colors. When the 108 square challenge ends, I will be continuing to do this, but in that situation, it will be fully requested specifically for the alien. I will be accepting requests at the end of the 108 square challenge. So if you wanted to see a orange, yellow, and green mixture with gold eyes or something, you're feel free to go ahead and throw that in there, and I'll just be scrolling through during my breakfast and seeing which one I think sounds coolest and selecting it that way. Whereas the 108 square challenge has been based almost entirely off of a democratic vote. This one will be a bit more of a dictatorship. I'm really surprised at how slowly this paint is moving. Others of this brand moved much faster. and I cannot tell if that little dot is going to get filled in or not. I mean, you don't. If you want to get on the alien, you don't have to get on the 108 square challenge. We only have a week left of that, and after that, yeah, if you just wanted to request an alien day, then go for it. There's already been 2 requests on previous videos that I'll be. I'm going to use those just because they were, they were first in line. So I'll be doing those 2 first, and then after that, I'll just be checking to see what I think sounds cool. Because ultimately, all I care about with this project is seeing how high I can get it to go. That is my goal. That's what excites me. So if people really want to see a nice, fun mixture of colors, they are more than welcome to request it, and we'll see what happens. This needs one more dot. Oh, this is driving me nuts. There we go. There it goes. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. There we go. Okay, and now that it's all filled in, we'll hit it with the heat gun again to get out any air bubbles. And thanks for tuning in. I'll be going live again later today to work on my Lil Boo paintings. I'll either see you then or I'll see you tomorrow.